Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of daily number 494, where we learn to be a better gamer. But most importantly of all, the emphasis of this daily is the notion of shaking off rust, or more generally, playing when we are well aware of how not good we are. If it's maybe that you played in or took a break because you were doing studies or something like that, or whether you just watch a lot of pros play, and when you watch yourself play, you're like, oh god, it's not as good. Don't worry about it, just play and have fun playing. If I had to rate myself in the last game, I'd probably give it like a 3 or 4 out of 10. I built a warhound, which is where 3 of the points come from. But I say 3 or 4 out of 10 because I'm not really having a clear game plan. The questions I'm asking aren't specific. Specific questions would be, should I get my 3rd factory before or after I get an armory? These sorts of more specific in-game questions. If you're saying things like, I guess I'll build warhounds. Like, that's bad. It's not exactly well refined, but you know what? That's totally okay at this point, in my understanding, having used 1 day with the warhound. But I totally, happily embrace all that total shame of not knowing. So I just like to keep tabs on myself on how I'm feeling in my matchups, just so I can get the sort of like, things are starting to feel better, things are feeling worse, and try to identify what's wrong. And what we saw at the end of the game is a couple of fundamental missteps, like missing depots, missing SCVs. Obviously want to work on that. That's always the thing that rusts up the most, at least for me. I always totally blow the checking the supply count, checking the worker count after I've had a long break. I know for other people, it's that they forget strategic things, like moving overlords into certain positions to watch for drops. It's different for every person. Oh, wow, going into a game. Oh. Player found. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Grandmaster. From Platinum to Grandmaster. Alright, playing against DeMusliM. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to build a whole lot of warhounds. I'm actually going to slightly tweak what I did in the last game. Ahoy, Mr. Baker. Good luck, have fun, go Warhound. As in, celebrate the hound. Yeah, baby. But yeah, in the last game I was, I'll try to do some of the adjustments that I mentioned in the last game. I'm not going to change builds very much, just because I don't really see a reason to. Although it would be frickin' hilarious if our good friend Mr. Ben Baker just proxied me.
Not enough minerals.
Did I... What? I'm doing a show, dude. You sniped me. I was telling people all about the learnings. Okay, fine, I sniped you. Get him! I better...
Additional supply.
Luck will certainly benefit me in a circumstance like this. But I'm going to go ahead and do the command center first, miss. I'm debating whether or not I actually want to be... You know what? I'm not positive I want to be doing the delayal of deterred base, or whether I want to be taking my 3rd base somewhat early. Go SCV, go.
SCV ready. Not enough minerals.
That's not where I want F3 to be. I want F3 to be there, and this is where I want F4 to be. Now, if he proxies me, I'd probably die. But I sort of presume that Mr. B. Baker will not be doing said things. I'm just doing this. I could probably be all fancy with my micro and avoid it. But, I see no reason to push myself.
Not enough minerals.
Honestly, if I were more comfortable, if I had, again, less rust, I would probably be doing a little bit more putting this thing on and pulling it off and pulling it on and trying to really minimize the amount of revenue lost on this, but let's be honest, I just don't think my mechanics are nearly that good in my current post-long travel break But again, I like to make myself as aware of these kinds of things as possible.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Bandit.
No, Jimmy. Okay.
Go ahead. Who wants some?
Upgrade complete.
Bandit. You gonna give me orders?
Well, this is going to turn out fairly not good for me.
Piece of me, boy.
Gonna get him!
Coming through.
And day 9, with the lucky break, comes back to realize that he didn't put guys in his gas geyser. A sign of skill? If you say yes, you lose a point. We got 2 queued up, little things like this, not so good, but overall, oh.
SCV ready. We could use some help here.
I better do one of these things soon.
Gangway. Coming through. SCV ready. SCV ready. You gonna give me orders? Armed and this better be. Been waiting. SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Dude, I might be dead.
Been waiting. This better be good. SCV ready.
And that day, there was not much that day 9 could do.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Well! Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you getting completely and totally demolished in a very short period of time by something that used to not exist. The Healing Reaper? Come on now. Now, in the important circumstance that we start to feel bad about ourselves, this guy's only in Master League, okay? We're Grandmaster. I want to take a look at what happened, because that was a surprisingly high number of Reapers in the early part of the game. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Do. I like how he's like metagaming, and I'm like, herp a derp 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 derp, and then he just kills me in like 6 minutes. Alright, sweet. Finding out what happened. You know, I remember I was playing against Lucky Fool earlier today, and he was saying that he thinks that Terrans will start opening up exclusively with the Reaper, because it's just so good in this matchup. I didn't really get quite what he meant by it, but oh, Reapers come with auto heal? Oh, what the hell? Now let me know. I actually Blizzard was kind enough to invite me down to do their voiceover for the original Heart of the Swarm preview battle report, and in that you had to research Reaper healing. And I thought that everyone I've been playing against was researching this Reaper healing upgrade really early. Apparently you just get it. Apparently Reapers come with regen. Like, is this true? Oh my god, they're so good. Heals rapidly out of combat? No way, look at this, they come with combat drugs. Oh no, my face. Oh, and that's actually pretty nice. You can get away with doing that with 1 gas. Well, this is gonna just be terrible. I want to see how badly I botched my control at the start of the game. How long was this thing not... Got it. I guess for how long? No, maybe for just like 5 seconds. Look at this, look at this. No, they're healing themselves with drugs. How would I avoid that one in the future? Alright, so... Huh, that's actually super good. I mean, I'll be able to deal with Reaper 1 generally should get one Marine and then he'll be able to run away. I guess I need to build the bunker immediately and put one in the bunker because then he won't actually have the concussive shell, and then maybe leave the rest up here. I'm getting 2 Marines for every one of his Reapers, so he eventually does overrun me. So, another question I'd have is, if I wasn't fumbling with this gas, how long did I have my guys not in gas? Nah. Maybe I could have controlled slightly better. I mean, this thing clearly had to go down earlier. Since that takes 50 seconds to build, let me see, when could I have possibly built it? Yeah, if I just built it immediately, I think I would have been in decent shape. The fact is that I just didn't build it at all. Huh. Schmurgle, 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 schmurgle. Dude, that's good. Dude, I'm like dead. He's like getting a 3rd command center. Oh, dude, I'm like... Dude, I got destroyed. Now, as we do an addendum to this part, I will just note that once again we're going to take the brief breaks. That way we can cut this up into nice segments for you beautiful archive viewers. I cut these into segments for you. And again, we take these breaks so that I can go get some water, and of course, so that the editor doesn't hate me. He has a nice clear juncture point to cut at. I'll be right back, and it shouldn't be more than about 90 seconds. I'm going to take the quickest of breaks, play the greatest of musics, and when I come back, I'm going to keep trying my mechingness. Here we go.